Is Peru under... And my brain went blank. Let's try that again. Is Peru under an alien attack? Is there a secret invasion going on down there? And what is going on in Washington, D.C. with all the whistleblowers? Well, let's look into this. Hi, everybody. It's me, Dee Sparta. Welcome to my channel, and how are you doing? I've been getting a lot of requests for me to cover about aliens and the different stories going on, and I'm becoming more and more intrigued. I originally started out as someone who was not a believer, an extreme skeptic, but I could be changing that tune. Things are just, I don't know. There's some things that I'm still skeptical about, but I'm willing to become more open-minded. All right, everybody, if you're new to this channel, hi. I will talk about often, if there's a story, I'll go into a little bit of information so you can learn more about what's going on. And then we'll go into a tarot reading. Sometimes I'll just skip right into the tarot reading. Either way, I always have chapter links down below so you can get to the parts that you want to watch. Or watch in a different order. Whatever works for you, folks. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded again. I got sick after I was dealing with a whole bunch of stuff going on with the passing of a student. Yeah, it was hard, and dealing with here at home. And then I got sick. That was great. Let me tell you. Yesterday I was just in bed going, I'm not coming out. I just can't. I tried to get up and I was like, I'm back in the jammies, in bed. You know when you did those days, right? That was me yesterday. So today I woke up and I'm like, I'm actually feeling pretty good. This is fucking amazing. So here I am. And I want to record a few videos. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. But aliens. You haven't heard, there is flying 7-foot aliens that's terrorizing the locals in this small community in Peru. But a prosecutor is coming down saying, we think this is just some kind of mafia gang, that's trying to illegally mine gold. In Washington, D.C., there have been Senate hearings where whistleblowers from the government have been coming forward and saying, hey, we have to be open-minded. We have to accept that, yes, there is things that are unexplainable. Flying, what do they call UAPs? Unidentified abnormality. I forget. What is that? I know UFOs, unidentified flying objects, but what's the P word? My mind went blank. You know what? I haven't had enough coffee today, so. You know what? I actually have it in my notes, and so we'll get into that, and I will explain what UAP is in the next section. Yeah. So, folks, if you want to stick around, that's great. If you want to just skip on over to the tarot reading, go for it. It's up to you. I love you all. Let's do this. Okay. What is going on in Peru? Now, so from what I can tell is there are locals in Alto Nane. It's this little kind of hamlet. There's about 3,000 people in the northern Amazon basin, and they're seeing armored and floating 7-foot aliens wearing dark colored hoods flying around. And they've been seeing this since mid-July, and people have tried to shoot at them with guns, and they're saying nothing happens. It's like poof, bounces off. Now there is local urban legend, local legends of what they call the face peelers. So some people were thinking that they're these face peelers or green goblins, these different cryptics. But prosecutors are coming out in Peru saying no, they think this is just all a bunch of guys trying to illegally mine gold in the area. It's really hard to get in the area, so they're like using jetpacks and shooting, flying around, and that's trying to scare people away, keep them away from what they're doing, get your easy access. There's lots of different there's just a lot of different opinions on this. Now, there was another article where I had pulled up, and it was in the Hindu Times, but it's been removed, which I'm kind of like, where'd it go? Because it was there the other day when I was doing my research. But yeah, they think that this is just people with state-of-the-art technology flying around, and they're just trying to get gold that is there's deposits of gold in the riverbeds there. I mean, it's illegal to get in there, but there's gangs that do try, so they're trying to locate them. Now there's a leader of the indigenous people in the community, and he's saying, he was one of the first to say, no, these are aliens, and it is very frightening what's happening in this community. Now, even if this isn't aliens, this is still frightening what's happening in this community. Because they have tried shooting at these figures, they don't fall, nothing happens. He has said that they have just, if he shot them, they just flew up higher and disappeared. Another had gotten a cut on the neck in one of these attacks and did need hospital treatment. There is just, the community's asking for the military to intervene. They want help. The citizens are having night patrols. They're trying to find who these attackers are, stop it. But is there any help coming to this community, and why not? Even if it's not aliens, if it is illegal mining of gold, get out there. That's my opinion. All right, so that's what's going on, but people have been concerned and wondering if this was some kind of alien invasion happening in Peru. But it probably, more likely, could be some kind of mafia gang in the community trying to mine gold illegally, okay? Now let's go into Washington, D.C. Their congressional subcommittee has met on June 26th of 2023 to hear the testimony from different military officers who have come out. They're being called whistleblowers because they're alleging that the government has been concealing and hiding evidence of UFOs, but we now call them unidentified anomalous phenomena. This is unidentified anomalous phenomena. That's what it is. I was close, sort of ish. Right? Yeah. So, okay. I think the rebranding of UAPs is hopefully trying to get people to take it more seriously, because UFOs have not been taken seriously. That's why I'm trying to say, I think that's why they're trying to word things to, hey, there's more to it, and they believe that this could pose a threat to our national security. I'm thinking, not just national security, man. If this is real, this is like worldwide, issue. You know what I'm saying? Now, they have, we have had few people come forward in this, and they've said, one of the gentlemen, he's an astronomer, and has written a lot about black holes and exoplanets and life in the universe. So he there has been an international group that tries to strategize on how to communicate with extraterrestrial civilizations should this need ever arise. I mean, how are we going to communicate with somebody that we don't? Yeah, how do you communicate? Yeah. Now, the hearings have been bringing a lot of attention to UAPs. and are hoping that more and more people who work in the military and aviation who have testimonies will come forward and say things. Now, so far, um, let's see here. Reports have been released since like June of 2021, where they're like released a national intelligence report that did report upon this phenomena. And so it was in November of 2021 that the Pentagon did form a new group to try and detect and identify objects in restricted airspace. It's restricted airspace, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not supposed to be in there. Now, May 2022, a House Intelligence Subcommittee held the very first congressional hearing, and in like over half a century, on military reports of UAPs. Now, to try and shed new light on what's going on, what they can see, what they're noticing now, and trying to rule things out. The object is to clarify what's going on and rule things out. Now, officials in there have noted about 18 occasions in which aerial objects had moved at considerable speed without visible means of propulsion. And they haven't had anybody, they haven't found any, apparently nobody's found any kind of wreckage or records of the military having either received communications from or having fired shots at UAPs. So they were like, okay, so let's try, there's not enough evidence of any of this, so they just kind of, But in NASA convened a panel in June of 2022 where they held their first public hearing in May that year to discuss about 800 sightings over 27 years. I mean, I've been alive 51 years, and I'm like, oh, okay, so how many more sightings are there, or there could be? Now, there's about 50 to 100 new reports now coming in every month. Is this coming in because people are being more aware to pay attention to see if stuff is going on, or is it more like people are just reporting things because they're panicking, or they're thinking they're seeing things? I mean, what's really going on? How much of this is real? Now, Sean Patrick of the Department of Defense said that only 2% to 5% of these anomalous and the meeting drew no firm conclusions about what is really going on. They don't really know. It's like, why is this all happening? So, this year they got congressional hearings, and Congress is getting very frustrated because there is very much a lack of transparency over the UAP sightings, and the subcommittees are using its overall charge of oversight and accountability because they want to get some answers. They're like, you're not telling us everything. You are keeping too much quiet and a secret. What the fuck is going on? We need to know. How can we make decisions for the security of this nation if you aren't telling us? So 3 witnesses, all ex-military officials, have sworn testimony to this subcommittee. David Favor was a commander in the U.S. Navy in 2004. He was stationed on the USS Nimitz. And he and another pilot actually saw an object behaving in a way that they can't really explain. And there is video of the encounter was released to the Department of Defense in 2017 and has been publicized in the New York Times. Now, Favor did testify that the technology he's seen happening is by far more superior than anything that here in the U.S. or in the world that humans have. I mean, it's just not possible. He described that there's just no visible means of propulsion, meaning something needs to be like a rocket. They have the rocket propel things forward, upwards, down. But they can't find an object, and they don't know how it's being propelled. It's not making any sense. So he has stated, "What concerns me is that there is no oversight from our elected officials on anything associated with our government possessing or working on craft that we believe are not of this world." Now, another witness, Ryan Graves, he was an F-18 pilot for over a decade. So he's been up there flying. And while he was stationed in Virginia Beach in 2014, he did see UAP sightings. He said it was frequent that he and his crew spotted these things. And one of the things, it was like a dark gray cube inside a clear sphere, which is different from this whole UFO saucer flying. It was a cube with a sphere, which that's a little different. I don't know of anything. Graves he did go ahead and found the Americans for Safe Aerospace to create a center of support and education for air crew affected by UAP encounters. So he's saying there's a lot more people out there like me who have seen these, and, we have a support group for this. I can imagine them needing a support group. I would. If I'm seeing this shit and everyone's like, I don't know, there's nothing really there, we don't know. I'd be terrified too. He testified that the group has 5,000 members. And they have taken information from 30 witnesses. And most of these are commercial pilots at major airlines. He alleged that all UAP videos since 2021 are classified by the Pentagon as secret or higher. So even higher than being secret. I mean, we're talking like hush, not allowed to even admit its existence. Now, Graves also said that only 5% of the UAP sightings by military and commercial pilots are actually being reported by the pilots that spot them. Now, if everyone could see the sensor and video data that he says that I have, there's no doubt that UAP would be the top priority for our defense, intelligence, and scientific communities, according to Graves. It's like, this is happening. We need to put this on a priority. Why isn't it happening? Now, David Grush, an Air Force intelligence officer who's retired with the rank of major. Now, I'm familiar with Air Force intelligence officers. Might be related to one. I'll just put it that way. Because there's some shit out there that I've accidentally learned. So I mean, yeah. But I have to believe David Grush, what he's saying, because I have a lot of respect for the Air Force and the community there, and I don't think they would they'll lie about the stuff like this. They got a reputation. Now, his high level of security clearance meant he saw reports that were unknown to the public. Now, he did try and sought out whistleblower protection after claiming that the U.S. government was operating with secrecy and above congressional oversight with regards to UAP, even claiming that crashed UAPs had yielded biological material of non-human origin. So he's saying, they're lying to you, Congress. They're lying to you, world. They have this shit. They're hiding it. And I'm scared. I'm going to come out and say, I need some protection. If I'm going to tell y'all what I know and give you evidence, you better protect my ass. And I get that. Yeah. Now, Pentagon, of course, is denying everything. They're like, we don't. And he said he has suffered retaliation after reporting this information to his superiors and to other inspector general. Multiple of them. Now, this is what Grush has said in the hearing. I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program to which I was denied access. Grush said, that's what he said in his opening fucking statement. The Pentagon has denied the existence of such a program now or in the past. Ooh! It's like mic drop. that yeah, there is this program. I couldn't get access to it, but it's there, and everyone's denying it. So yeah, Congress wants transparency. These guys want transparency. Now there is data that they're like, we can't in the hearings. They're like, we can't rank it public. So in closed door meetings, we will provide you with data. Okay, we can't do that now because of there's national security, because this they believe that there is a genuine threat because we don't know what's going on with UAPs, and if it's kept secret, it's not we're doomed. Now, this subcommittee is going to continue working on this, and who knows what is going to come out about this. Now, an article that NBC News posted about different five things that have come forward that they believe that have come out in these hearings. One is the government is absolutely in possession of UAP. So they're like, there is a retrieval. They are taking it. They are trying to reverse. They are working on this. There's like in 4 years he was able to interview about 40 witnesses. David Grush. Okay. Non-human biologicals were found at the crash sites. Yes. So that means something that is biological, but did not had zero human DNA, zero anything to do with humans, anything of this earth. But it was biological. There was some beings there. It was injured, and yeah. And Grush has said he prefers to use the term non-human rather than alien or extraterrestrial. This, as I'm saying, I really believe this is trying to get people to take this seriously, because all these other terms are not taken seriously. I mean, how many movies are there about alien invasions? I mean, Marvel just came out with their series Secret Invasion. That was sad. I'm sorry. At the end, emotional, but still, you get it. People don't take this all seriously. So they're trying to say these things. Now, also brought forward is officials must establish a safe and transparent reporting process. So there has to be more transparency. There has to be ways that people can report what they're seeing, what they're finding, and not be attacked, not be blacklisted, that there's protection. So no harm comes to those who are reporting that they're finding these things. Because right now, there's a lot of fear in reporting this because it can have backlash. I'm going to drink some cold water. Whew. Another one is the stigma associated with sightings silences possible witnesses. They're saying, hey, we need, like I say, this is why they're training UAPs, non-human biologicals. Saying these things because there were remains there of something that was not human. And they're saying people, there's a stigma. You're crazy. You're making shit up. This is a cash grab, and a lot of stuff to try and, deter people from wanting to come out and report these things, or, people are afraid, am I going to end up in a mental hospital? Are they going to try and, try and find out if I, what are they going to try and do to me? And UFO spotted accelerating to supersonic speed. So there's like this tic-tac shaped object in 2004 that was hovering below their jets. David Favor was talking about this, and it all of a sudden just shoo, supersonic speeds, man. Now they were referring to this tic-tac a lot in the hearings if you were watching them, and it's almost kind of comical, it's a flying tic-tac, but how else are they going to try? They were really trying to explain what's going on and what they were seeing in visuals that people could relate to and understand. as silly as it is. So that's a little bit of briefing on what's going on, and let's start asking questions. I'm going to ask two big things. I'm going to do kind of like what the fuck's going on in Peru. That scares me because I'm thinking that's some scary stuff going on over there, and also what's going on with the U.S. government, and are they what more is there out there that they're not saying, or is there really a cover up or not? So let's look into that, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, we're going to get into the tarot reading now. Please remember that this is all alleged and for entertainment. I am pulling up my one deck here. I got this deck here. It's my haunted house deck. You know what? I don't think I have an aliens deck. That would be interesting. An extraterrestrial. I have a lot of decks, though. Okay, let's see here. Let's, Peru. What is going on in Peru? Is Peru, extraterrestrial? Is this from outer, not from Earth? Or is this humans causing trouble? Let's see. Okay, my cards, I shuffled them and I got everything all reversed back and forth. So, okay, let's see here. How did I do that? Well, I know how I did. I shuffled wrong. That's okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We fixed it. We fixed it. I fixed the deck. Let's try this shuffling again. Okay. I'm like, as I'm doing these things, I am getting visual images and visions, and I am seeing the dark skies, and I can feel the tension and the fear of I'm seeing stuff that they're seeing, and it is quite terrifying. Let's see here. What is the cards going to show me? Is human? Oop. Bunch of cards just flew out here. Let's try this. Okay, so Justice is reversed. It's like balancing. Yeah, that makes sense. The Three of Cups. Okay. Let's try these cards. Flipped. In my shuffling, even when I fix it, but sometimes they do that as I'm shuffling. Okay, let's see here. So, okay. Alright, so there's just a lot of no hope. And they're feeling trapped and that there's no justice. There is definitely illegal activity going on in the rivers. They are trying to mine, and they're using all this energy on UAPs and UFOs to basically to scare people. I am sensing it is humans who are trying to make them, cover things up now. The Queen of Swords here popped out reversed. There is folks, this is like, there is maliciousness going on. They really want to scare everybody away. They want to get to the gold. I think they want to get the villagers to move away. Yeah. They're a very evil organization. They are trying to, there's the hypocrite. The hierophant. Hypocrite, hierophant, you know, it's all the same if you ask me. It is all the same. But just, and, yeah, they want to scare everybody away. They're trying to get rid of everybody. Their goal is to get these local villagers to be not believed, to get taken away. They're trying to push them away. So using aliens, and I don't think they expected that there was going to be so much attention to this. And I think they're trying to cover it up and get people to stop looking into it further. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing here with going on in Peru. Okay. Now let's get into Washington, D.C., the U.S. government. I just heard Japan in my head. Japan knows stuff. Japan's in on this. What are you doing over there in Japan? I don't know the full thing. Maybe we're going to hear something about Japan getting more involved. They're working with America on this. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else. Okay. What is the government? Is the government hiding? Yeah. So we have the Page of Cups. And the page, you know, it's naive, young, and it's cups, which is notions. And I really think there's definitely trying to, it's with death reversed. That card was right here with it. I want to get another card here because what I'm seeing is a lot of trying to make excuses for not coming forward. And it's not just trying to keep people in the dark, but trying to keep other countries in the dark. That's what I'm sensing here. Yeah. Death, you know, often, it's like, death reversed here, folks, it's, you know, death is usually the end of one thing, the beginning of another, but there's some kind of like false start. Because there's this refusal to change. This refusal to move forward. There's a lot of fear. It's a lot of fear. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. And that's fiery action. And I'm going to say the Queen of Wands here, she's going to be, them's coming out saying this is these whistleblowers who are like, yo, we need to step forward. We can't keep living in this fear. This is the whistleblowers. They're just like, if we keep sticking to the past and keep trying to make people feel like they're fools or stupid, you are clinging to the past, refusing to change because of fear, and we can't do this. We need to have courage. We need to bring full transparency. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else. Okay. There's a lot. There is a woman in the military, or a whistleblower, or maybe she's a pilot. Okay, that definitely is going to be speaking out more. I think they were keeping her. I think she's got it's pretty high high clearance. Okay, and they've been afraid because we're dealing with a bunch of old men in Congress, and they don't always treat women or respect them, and they think, oh, they just are thinking on their emotions. But she is like, oh, no, 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 no. This is we have to get this out there. She wants to come at this, and it's like, we need to break it to people. This is going on. She is definitely psychic. Okay, there is somebody psychic, and I think because there are studies in the government, I'm just saying, dealing with psychic abilities, and she is, so they've been afraid to use her because of the stuff that she studies is the stuff that is not taken seriously enough. That people try and say, no, it doesn't exist. Yeah. The sun, they want, here's under death. They're trying to keep it quiet. The Queen of Swords. There's a lot of queen energy here. There's been threats. It's like they're trying to get through to a bunch of really bitter, cold-hearted people. It's like Congress is being really, is like negative. They and others in Pentagon, they don't want to trust others. It's also this power thing. They want to control the power, because if it comes out, then they don't have such the secrets of themselves, It's like, I like having all these secrets and knowing more than others, and I'm going to lose this positioning. What am I then? And not trusting others. The sun here is reversed. There is so much cover up. So much cover up. They're trying to hide everything. Yeah, the government is definitely, I would say, they're pulling some shady shit. Shady shit. The Pentagon, don't trust them. Because they know, and they're not going to talk about it. Wow. I'm just thinking of something. I don't know if I should share this or not. Okay, so it was my dad, and was U.S. Air Force. He didn't have very high clearance, and he would talk to me about objects that they were testing that did look like flying saucers and that could hover. Okay, he wouldn't say much about it. It was just, we have the technology, and I'm wondering if it was because of all the reverse engineering and testing things, or were they testing? I'm having memories from him. There's so much that is really bothering me, and I'm scared to put out this video now, because I think, yeah, okay. This is stuff they've had for years. I mean, like decades. Okay, yeah, the high priestess. There's lying. There's so much lying. It's been lie, lie, lie to civilians. Here's our hierophant. That's the military. That's the government. That's all the ruling bureaucracies keeping the secrets. What? But I want to know: are they afraid of these aliens? Do we have aliens here? Let me try and get some more. Okay. Some stuff came out here. So, we have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the Fool. And we have the Hangman reversed. They want to make people look like fools who come out and say anything. They are trying to keep people from looking at things from another perspective. They are trying to just keep stalling. And they're very unwilling to let Congress, because they don't trust Congress, they don't trust people with the information about alien technology and possible aliens. Are there aliens? Let's see here. Running around here. Are there aliens here on Earth? Are they here? Okay, so when I get these cards, so we got travel reversed here, and the chariot reversed, and then my Four of Wands is usually like a very secret society. It's like sometimes like a cult thing sometimes, but in this case, I'm thinking that the secret is of aliens, like they can't get back. They need help get back. Oh, this cup reversed. The Ace of Cups, that's starting of something, but this is blocked. This is the feeling they don't trust. And there's a lot of sadness. Just, missing, loneliness, feeling isolated, having to hide, wanting to... There, and I'm not getting any, like, villainous or villainous, evil intention here. There's fear that if people find how people will react and want to do with them, they don't trust anybody. Yeah, you don't trust. Trust was broken. Okay, this is the Two of Cups here reversed. There was trust, but it's been broken. They were lied to. I think. Okay. Yeah, no justice still. No justice. There's no... It's like... How can I see this? Okay, so... They don't feel that they would be treated fairly if they came out publicly. They have been already... Their trust has already been broken before. Not just once. So it's like, we're not going to get treated right. We see how you treat each other, okay? I'm thinking racism here, and they're like, and we just throw us into the smorgasbord here, and yeah, they don't mean any harm, but they're afraid. Opportunity is going to be coming out, though. An opportunity. I think it's gonna. There's this new opportunity coming out for them. I don't know. This is really a weird reading. It's like I'm not getting anything saying that there's no aliens here among us. I think there could be, and I'm a skeptic, and I don't even want to believe that this is possible. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing, what I'm being shown, and being revealed to me is this. Okay, and it's hard to believe. I mean, this is really hard for me. Um, so let's pull out another deck, and I'm going to ask some questions here. I'm going to use the Letterman deck. For those of you who are not familiar with this deck, I haven't used it in a while. Those of you who've been around for a while, you know this is one of my favorite decks. And I'm using the expanded version today of it. This deck came out during the Victorian Ages. It started around France, Italy, and Italy, not France, Italy. I know they're two separate countries. I mean, not all, I know people say Americans don't know anything. I know. Although sometimes I wonder, do Americans? I mean, look at, I'm not going to say, I'm going to be a good girl here. I mean, I'm sitting here talking about aliens, and yeah, but we're gonna look at this deck. It reads differently than a tarot, and the layouts. And I say, like with tarot, I do my own layout. Okay, I don't use any specific layouts, but because this deck was actually created with specific, looking at what cards next to it and below and around, the way it works. So I do. So let's see here. And here we go. Okay, so we have time is of the essence. Need to look around and woohoo! Okay. So, so this is time. This is part of the extra cards. Card 30. See, I want to say 37. Yeah, no, yeah. And there's all these clocks, okay? And it's like, okay, we need to stop and really look into things. What are we ignoring? What is it that's being ignored? We got to look into. And 42 is a compass. So the compass is one of the extras. And it's like, okay, so we need to, it's like, okay, there's guidance. There is evidence of what's going on. We need to seriously look at it and stop turning the other eye, because if we don't, here's 10, we got the sickle, and this often comes with things ending, damage, quick decisions, accidents, something irrevocable, or it could also be a warning, or it could just be we're harvesting things, but I just let's pull some more cards. I got because no, they want to harvest. They're not harvest humans, but there's stuff here they need. Yeah. Okay. So here's a bridge to connect. Okay. Let's see what the bridge is connecting. So let's put one card to the left and one card to the right of this bridge. Okay, so yeah, 20 here is the 8 of spades, and okay, so over here we got there's business meetings. It could be a social gathering, but this is some kind of gathering, and it's connected to, and the other card that popped up here is 9 flowers. This is about appreciation, and it could also be about a woman who knows stuff. But what I'm thinking is, we have to look at different gatherings. There is stuff that's happening we're not paying attention to. But certain events, uh, because there's more going on around it. Like, how I'm trying to find the words. This is so hard. There's secret meetings. Aliens need something from us. They're appreciative. That's why they've been wanting to keep secret. Now the anchor here, they're being held back. It's like they're stuck here. Almost like feeling like they have to settle down here. Because something's going on elsewhere where they're from, or they can't get back to there. And I don't know if it's because of, they don't got the technology. So they have made agreement. That's the ring, a contract, kind of, to be here. Sure. So, two, that's like, because they feel lucky, but they've been betrayed. They've been betrayed, because this is the other card. The snakes. They have been betrayed. So, I think the betrayal and all this deception, hiding what's going on, and them being here, there's more's going to be coming out, because the government's being two-faced. There's a lot of stuff. Then that's the mask, the two-face. Yeah, they're trying to cover everything up with the bear. This polar bear. It's the government. They're being headstrong. They're trying. It's very powerful, but and they're trying to keep everything suppressed and all the information. So I guess I'm not afraid of who's here. I'm thinking maybe, almost like they're hiding here on purpose. They don't want to be found. I don't know. This is such a crazy reading, folks. But it's, what do you expect? It's aliens. Tell me what your thoughts are. What you're thinking about all this. What more videos you'd like me to go further into seeing. Yeah. And remember, what do I... Subscribe to this channel, like, comment, share these videos with others. I'm going to be making a good playlist for all the UFO alien kind of, because I've looked into alien abductions and other things. He said, and Area 50. What is it, 51? Why do I always want to say 54? I don't know. I always want to mix that number up. That's curious. Anyway, I'll get a playlist going so you guys can, and I'll try to remember to link it. So, please be patient. I appreciate y'all so much. And remember, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Bye. I love you.